What's up, family? It's Fitness Friday. Fitness Friday. Fitness Friday. Alright, y'all. I already had some pre-workout. I still got some left, but got a little bit of music in the background just to spice things up. I'm actually not going to do a bunch of announcements today. I've actually decided that I'm going to do that in a whole nother segment. So stay tuned for that. But today we are just going to talk about our workouts. And since I did abs and then I did, I got some pre-workout in here, and some BCAAs. I did abs last week and I did arms, so I figured that I continue the body, finish off and do the legs. So that's what we're going to talk about today, and we're going to go through this workout is going to work multiple parts of the leg, a lot of things that people don't normally get. Ladies, I know we need this inner thigh meat is annoying. So I've got some things to work on this inner thigh here. And guys, we're going to work on our quads. We're going to work on our hamstrings. We are going to work on our calves. We're going to work on our glutes. Guys, I know y'all don't like to do squats, but I can't stand nothing worse than a really bulky, top-heavy guy with some chicken legs. Can't stand it. Y'all need to work y'all legs. Y'all need to work your calves. And definitely needs to be strength training with your legs. Leg day is a must for everybody, but especially you guys that are very top heavy. But I know y'all feel like that y'all don't need to work your glutes, but you do. The body is one big clock with lots of rotating screws and mechanics, so everything needs to be worked in order to activate the muscles that you want to activate. Your glutes are very important. Fellas, I'm telling you, y'all need to work your glutes because this might help you in a lot of areas you wouldn't even think. I'm not even going to get into that because this is a PG-13 channel. But, you know, the glutes helps to stabilize the pelvic area. So, remember last week, if you were watching, I talked about the LPHC, the lumbo pelvic hip complex. So when these glutes are activated, it helps to stabilize. And when it helps to stabilize, it helps the pelvis, it helps to stabilize your core because this is all connected here. And your core obviously is needed for a lot of things, as well as the glutes, to really stabilize, balance, and have efficient movement. You know, if you're not working one part of the body and other parts of your body is overworked, that's a muscle imbalance. Our muscles work in antagonist, protagonist, and synergistic work. So synergistic dominance is when one muscle has to take over the other muscle because it's not being worked. So say if your glutes are constantly not being worked, your hips and your pelvic area is overworking, and that's what happens that's what causes like things like low back pain and things like that. So you want to definitely incorporate glutes into your routine. It doesn't have to be squats, but I can show you some ways that you can do squats that aren't going to grow you a big booty, but are just going to help kind of stabilize this whole entire area. So I will get into the workout and I will show you guys how I do it, and you can follow along. We do have a wall sit, so you will need a timer for one thing. I'm not going to do a warm-up today. We're just going to get right into it. Since we're doing a circuit, we want to see how many we can do. We don't want to waste any time in warm-up. I also want to say, after this workout, make sure that you get in some cardio. It's really important to get in cardio after strength training. So it's ideal for weight loss and ideal for better fat burning, better glycogen depletion, and all of those good things. So make sure that you're getting in a bit of cardio after. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to start with squats. I'm going to show you proper squat form, even though I have several times on my channel. To send your hips back and keep your knees above your toes and keep your chest upright, not arching your back, not allowing yourself to lean forward. You want to put all the weight and pressure into the balls of your feet and use that force to push back up on the balls of your feet once you come up. Always remember to squeeze the glutes at the top. Also, we want to pay attention that our toes are pointing forward. A lot of people, their toes point outward, and that can create a muscle imbalance and some strain on your knees. Your knees may also come inward or outward, so just pay attention that everything is in line with the center of your body. So here I'm also just showing you that your stance changes the muscle group that is being worked the most and activated the most. So ladies, we want to keep a wider stance if we're focusing on our glutes. As you see, I pulled my legs in. This is a little bit more challenging, so you want to pay attention to the knee over your toe thing, and you may want to have a chair behind you. But guys, if you want to work more of your hamstring and your quad area, then you want to keep your stance a little bit closer than us ladies, who are going to widen our stance to send our hips further back and to really activate those glute muscles. So depending on what you want to work, you can change your stance and squat. So now that we've got that down, as you can see, I'm going to add a calf raise to this squat. So again, we want to make sure that our toes are pointing forward, and we're going to come up on our calves as we come up from the squat. So push off from the heels, and once you get off at the top, you're going to lift up on your tippy toes. So now we're activating our glutes, we're activating our quads and our hamstrings, and then we're also activating our calves. Our calves need to be nice and strong in order to stabilize and uphold the muscles we have at the top of the leg, and they also a lot of times don't get worked, and they get underworked, especially if people have muscle imbalances with the way that they do squats and proper posture. Next, we're going to do some glute bridges. If you don't have a band, that's perfectly fine. These are fairly cheap, and you can find them anywhere. They're very helpful, especially for our ladies, to concentrate some resistance to our workout. We're going to do a glute bridge. I showed you a glute bridge last week, but we were working on our abs, so we were squeezing our abs on the way up, but this time we're going to squeeze our glutes. Again, everything's connected, so our core and our abs and our pelvic area needs to stabilize in order to work our muscles, but we're going to come up and then open at the top. So this is a wide glute bridge. This is also called a glute bridge with abduction, whichever one you want to call it. The resistance band just helps to further resist against those muscles that are being worked, and we are going to come down and open up for 10. Here I'm just going to show you how to do it without the resistance band. We're going to do a wider position here with our feet touching, and just come up and widen from that wide position, that wide abductor position, using our body weight for resistance. Next, we're in a tabletop position. Make sure that you have a flat back and a straight line from your head to toe. We're going to lift slightly, bend at the knee, and lift, squeezing the glute. Guys, you can stop at this lift right here if you just want to lift the straight leg. That's going to really work those back hamstrings. And ladies, if you want to, you can stop there as well, but we're going to go a bit further, bend at the knee, and really squeeze and concentrate that glute muscle. So this is going to be a combo motion. If you're following along with me, ladies, we're going to extend and bend, extend and bend. So this one that's still one.
If you're stopping here, just showing you again, you want to keep this as a concentrated movement. Try to point the toes if you can, keep that straight line, and just come up slightly and back down, continuing to keep that muscle activated the entire time. Next, we're going to do some leg lifts with the leg crossed over, leaning on our side. This is another slow and controlled movement that's really going to get that really inner thigh area. You could do small circles, or you could do leg lifts up and down, whichever is easiest for you. You definitely want to challenge yourself, so if you can do the circles, then please do. But if you can't finish the duration, then go back to the lift up and down. Lastly, we're incorporating a wall sit. My only instruction for this is to make sure that your knees don't go over your toes, keeping that 90-degree angle. Go down as far as you can, and make sure that you're not resting your hands on your knees. You want to keep your hands elevated, and you also want to push off from your heels when you come back up, sliding up against the wall. You don't want to slump down. That's going to cause a lot of strain on your knees. You also don't want to just like shoot up. You want to push up from the heels, using the force of the floor to push off from and slide back up. For beginners, putting a stability ball or a yoga ball behind your back between you and the wall will help you to stabilize your core. I don't know why, but I always have to dance my way into a workout. Like, I gotta pump myself up. So that's what I'm doing here. And here we go. I'm going to give you guys a couple rounds of this, because I said I was going to do a circuit. So I want you to see how I'm going back into it after I finish a circuit. So just follow along with me, and I hope that you have fun.
So I will catch you guys next Fitness Friday. Stay tuned for yoga tomorrow, and stay tuned for the other content that I'm going to be putting out. Appreciate it.